Reynold, all eyes are on you, my friend. Bring it up. Reynold, tell us your dish.
It's a dish that's revolved around the colour white, jasmine gelato, coconut frozen ganache, white chocolate crumble, strawberry gum jelly, yogurt gel, and little white pebbles with strawberry consommé gel.
It is so elegant to the eye. It's so technical. It's almost like being in a science lab. It looks breathtaking. It makes you want to dive into the bowl. It's very rare we see a dessert looking so beautiful so early on in this competition.
Thank you.
Is there a particular element that you would invite us to break first?
Go for the little white pebbles.
Okay. That's absolutely gorgeous. It's almost a shame to ruin it.
Wow. It does taste as good as it looks. In fact, it tastes actually better, which is very hard for dessert when so pleasing to the eye. I have to pinch myself, Reynold, because we're at the beginning of this competition. Congrats, my man.
Thank you.
All of those flavours, white chocolate, strawberries and coconut, complement each other beautifully. Your technique throughout all the components is perfection. Well done, mate.
Thank you. Thanks, Chef.
This is the kind of ephemeral art that we expect from the best pastry chefs in the world. It's texturally contrasting, a liquid gel centre with that crunchy crumble and the sort of cherries on snow. You have made it very clear that you are here and you are serious about your chances of taking that thing home with you. If this is your opening gambit, I can't wait to see where you go next.
Thank you so much.
Reynold, it's phenomenal. You are hugely in contention to get a pin today, the only pin, so well done, mate.
Well done, Reynold.
Oh, my God.
Mind blown. I was not expecting that. Not today.
Well done. Good job, Reynold.
When the judges call out my name, I'm really shocked, really surprised, at the same time quite happy. I really want to prove to judges that I can balance the flavours well and savoury.
What's the dish?
Butter poached prawns with prawn oil vinaigrette and lime aioli.
Nice. What do you think, Poe?
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Does look really lovely.
I think the balance is excellent. You've got your salty, sweet, sour, really beautifully balanced. Prawns are poached perfectly.
I think it's a really beautiful dish, Reynold. I think that's the thing. You eat it all together completely. The pickled cucumber, the butter prawns. It's wonderful. Cook more savoury food, man, because that's great.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, sweetie.
Let's do this. I feel like I did well in the cook so far, but if I want to place in the semi-final, I'm gonna have to cook this fish perfectly. There's a fine line between undercooking it and overcooking it. It's not gonna be easy. I'm cooking the bonito, and the recipe says to do it skin side down only, but I feel like I need to flip it because I don't want to overcook the bottom. I flip the fish just for a couple of seconds and I flip it back. I've cooked my fish in the pan and I transfer that into an oiled rack over the open flame. trying really hard to get this fish off properly and making sure I don't break the skin too much. But a bit of the skin is quite ripped. I've done my absolute best today, but I've made a small mistake, and that could really cost me. I've got all the elements there, but I'm really worried with the fish. This is the very last pressure test of the competition, and it's pretty scary because this could be my very last day in the MasterChef kitchen as well. As I'm walking the dish in, I'm just hoping that the fish is going to be all right. If I haven't got it right, that's going to send me home.
You've done amazing things. How important is it to you to stay rather than to go now?
At this point in the competition, I just want to pretty much, I want to strive for perfection now, just like do well. I want to be the best that I can be as well, and I want to put up food that is spectacular and, you know, put smiles on people's faces. My food dreams to have a dessert bar. I want it to be one of the best dessert bars there is.
Do you feel obliged,
I guess,
to be the best?
Yes, yeah. I'm hard on myself for a reason because I really want to keep improving. I want to get better and better every time. I just want to keep going. Because I love it.
Reynold, this is it, man. It comes down to what you've put on that plate and how well you've replicated Brett's dish. Yeah? Thank you, Reynold.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, mate. Welcome.
Brett, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good effort. I mean, he's had trouble with the skin there.
Yeah, well,
the skin's come off. He's put 2 pieces of cucumber because he realised it was too small. But, you know, as I was tasting all the elements of the dish in the kitchen, it all tastes good. It all looks good.
Well, let's find out how it goes together.
Thank heavens for tweezers. In terms of the cooking of the fish, Brett, how do you think he's gone?
Yeah, I think he's done one side really nicely, but what you can be very careful of when you cook a fish like bonito, it can become so dry so quickly. So you definitely don't want to flip it over.
Do you think that's what happens here?
Yeah, I think he's slightly unevenly cooked and he's put too much heat on the side that hasn't got the skin on it. The skin's the bit that protects it from drying out. It would have been better if he hadn't have given any heat to the side that didn't have the skin on it.
Well, I'm pretty proud of him. There's so much to love about Reynold's efforts, because for me, it is jam-packed full of yummy flavour, and that jelly is so fine, and his pastry skills have come to the fore because it's wafer thin, and that's what it needs to be. It shouldn't be this sort of, you shouldn't be tasting jelly. It should just be there, just holding everything together, and then bang, you get all that creamy, sort of tartare stuff in the middle. It's a delicious dish.
It is the great pleasure of doing this job, but also the great pain of doing this job, that when you get 3 dishes that have all done elements so well, you then have to pick which one goes home.
As much as I don't want to do this, we need to go and tell them the result, shall we? It takes very special people to create very special days. Today's been a special day because the 3 of you have once again done us proud.
It's amazing for me to think that you guys are amateur cooks, not professionals. I thought this dish would make it easy for us as judges. I've had people through my kitchen who have failed with that dish, who have struggled with it, and you guys did a fantastic job. And all of you demonstrated to me why you're at the sharp end of this competition. Fantastic cooking, so well done.
Overall, we were all so impressed by what you did today, and we said that it would come down to little details. Jessica, your dish was slightly chaotic on the plate, and it lacked the elegance of Brett's. But that sauce was note for note with Brett's. Billy, your fish is perfectly cooked. But there just wasn't enough of that shiso dressing. Reynold, you brought us a delicate, pretty version of Brett's dish, highlighted by the fineness of that cannelloni skin. But there was one detail that we couldn't overlook. Your fish was overcooked on the underside